All right, welcome into the Autzen Audibles Podcast. I'm Matt Preem. Special edition of the podcast. Normally we are in football mode, but we're going to break out of that right now because we're bringing on a guest, Isaac Carr of Central Catholic High School up in Portland, a recent Oregon Duck verbal commit for the Oregon men's basketball program. Isaac, thanks for coming on the show, man. Exciting time for you. How does it feel to make it known that you're a Duck now?
For sure. No, it feels really good. I mean, because it's like growing up, it's like one of those things you kind of look at and you're like, wow, it'd be crazy to like play on that stage or one day, and then it's just like it's kind of like a dream, and then it just now it's kind of a reality. So I just think I think it's really cool. I'm super excited.
You had Pac-12 offers. You had a lot of schools up and down the West Coast giving you scholarships. Let's start there. When you dream about playing at this stage, when did you realize? Maybe it was as an 8th grader, or maybe it was this past summer. I don't know. When did you realize, hey, I can play at that level? I am good enough to get here.
For sure. No. So, and I think my first offer came from University of Portland in I think I was start a 9th grade year. So that was I was super excited. Like even at that time, that didn't seem like a reality for me. So that was like a super exciting moment. And then I started just working hard, and the results kind of started to come through a lot in this past summer, where I just started to just play a lot better, and then the offers started to come through more. I started hearing from a lot more schools, and then Oregon offered me, and then that just once I was getting more offers, that just really boosted my confidence a lot. And then Oregon came through, and that was a huge confidence booster, and that just kind of made me realize I could really play at this level, kind of thing.
When did Oregon offer you a scholarship?
I think it was July 31st. Might have been the day, I believe.
I mean, what were your emotions like? You're an in-state kid.
For sure.
It's a pretty prominent program, nationally. Just what was that feeling of getting that offer and finding it out? Like, was it hard to keep it level-headed?
It was. I mean, I was super excited. I mean, I was just super thankful to have that opportunity. And I think there's a lot of kids that would love to be in my position. So I'm just super thankful for that. And yeah, I'm just thankful and excited.
Who do you tell first when you get a scholarship offer? Who's the first person you call?
So I would say it's probably my parents, and then my siblings actually got mad at me because I have 6 siblings too, but they would get mad at me because we got this big family group chat, and they got mad at me because they would see it on social media before I told all them. After a few of the once I got my 4 second through 5th ones, and then so they got mad at me, and then I had to start texting the family group chat before I could do anything.
6 siblings. I imagine it's probably a competitive family then.
No, yeah, for sure. Me and my brothers were always go at it kind of when I was younger. I'm the youngest too, so. But yeah, we would go at it, and yeah, it was there was some little mini fights every now and then.
How much, being the youngest one, typically when you see athletes and you find out they're the youngest family member of their group, they're also maybe some of the toughest because they're always the youngest one when they pick up basketball. How much did that shape you, just being in a competitive family and having a lot of siblings and being the youngest one, you feel like?
Yeah, no, I think that helped me a lot with just kind of learning some toughness and playing through some stuff and keeping your cool and stuff like that, and just it really raised the competitiveness too, which I think without those traits I wouldn't be the same player the same player or person that I am now. So I think that helped a lot.
So I guess I buried the lead here a little bit, but why Oregon? What put Oregon over the top for you to announce your commitment to the Ducks?
Yeah, no, I just think it's a great opportunity to continue to chase my aspirations of becoming just being able to play basketball after college. And I think it's like a really good community. Like I love the coaching staff. I like been around some of the players. I like know some of them from like when I was younger. I looked up to them and stuff like that, like Jackson and Mookie.
Yeah.
And I just think I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I love the coaching staff. I think it's a great fit. So I just wanted to like secure my spot there earlier than later.
How important is it to you play for the in-state school? Was that a big factor for you? Was it a big honor for you, or did that matter at all? Being close.
Yeah,
to
no, I think I think that's important to me because not only am I gonna be able to like be one of those like, oh, he's from Oregon kind of kid, like he grew up here kind of thing, but also my family and like I have my siblings that live here will be able to like come down to some games, and that means a lot to me. So yeah.
You mentioned Mookie. You mentioned Jackson. I was actually gonna ask about, do you know those guys? Do you know Nate Biddle? Those are all other players that have come from the state of Oregon that are currently on the team. How well do you know those guys, and just how much of a factor was it going to be that potentially Mookie and Jackson could be there when you arrive?
Yeah, I mean, I know them a little bit. I mean, when I was in like 7th grade and when I was in like 7th and 8th grade and they were playing AAU for like the older Rose City team, I knew a little bit of them then, and they just kind of, I mean, they're from here, basketball community, so like I know them through that, and I think that's cool, and I think it'd be super cool to play with them someday if that's possible.
Mike Medigo, was he your lead recruiter or your contact at Oregon? And just kind of what's your relationship with the staff? What did you like about the staff? You mentioned that was something that stood out to you.
Yeah, I had talked to Coach Mike a lot. I just think we had a really cool little connection just with, I think when I was like talking to Coach about the kind of things he likes and what he was telling me, like what that prioritize there, I just think it's a lot of stuff that fits my character. And so I really like that kind of stuff. And Coach Mike, he's got a lot of energy, and he's just, they're all cool. I think it's just a good fit.
You've been on campus a couple times. Just what stood out about the University of Oregon from an academic standpoint, from a facility standpoint? What did you like there, and that fit for you?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the facilities are very super nice, and the facilities are super nice, and the academics, they got the one that's for just the athletes. I think that's pretty cool. With the
Jocko Center.
Yeah. And I think that's a great opportunity there to be able to focus on academics as well as like while I'm playing basketball. And so I think that those facilities and that like setting, I guess you could kind of say, is just a good like recipe for success kind of thing. And it'll set me up like good for the rest of my life.
You're in your junior year of high school right now. Why decide now? You've got plenty of time to make a decision. So I guess just what was it about Oregon that, or what was it about this recruiting process for you that you felt good, like I found home, even though it's early, I found home?
For sure. I mean, yeah, and I kind of said it like a little bit earlier, but I just think it's a great opportunity with everything there. Like I think I have a great relationship with the coaches and how their system is. I just think it's a good fit because it's just like the stuff they said is like that's kind of what I would want. And great facilities. It's a great school close to home. Some guys on the team I know a little bit, so I just think I don't think it could have got much better for me, honestly. So I think it's why not now kind of thing. And
sure.
Yeah.
Who are you as a player? How would, like, if you were going to scout yourself, how would you describe yourself as a player?
I would say I would kind of describe myself as like a combo guard. I would say I'm a pretty unselfish player. I think shooting is a good part of my game, but I like to go to the hoop a lot. I like to go left a lot, a lot more than right. It's kind of funny. I don't know what it is, but yeah, no, I think I could be described as a team player too. Just kind of a lot of unselfishness. Um, Sometimes some of my coaches have told me I need to be a little more selfish, but yeah, that's kind of it. And I'll play as hard as I can, like every game too.
Sure.
So yeah.
When you look at your game between now and next year, your senior year, and then when you arrive on campus as a freshman, just where do you need to get better at? Where are the areas that you're focusing in on to improve?
For sure. I think definitely, I mean, I think definitely physically is probably one of the things. I mean, just watching down, I was down at the scrimmage this past weekend and just watching them, it's just super physical at the college level. So I think I have a lot of time, and I think like with how I work out and like lift and train and stuff, I think it'll come. But that's one thing. And then I think all around, just everything could always like be a little more sharp, but that's probably it. Probably just continue to work on my ball handling and just being super consistent shooter and just being really consistent and efficient, and then just getting stronger and better defensively. Maybe you can always get smarter, just watch film, stuff like that. Just continue. I'm just gonna like try to continue to train and work on everything to just get me prepared so that when I'm there I can maybe come in and just help the best I can.
So we'll end it here, Isaac. What's next for you? What's your goals this season? As a junior, Central Catholic seems like it's going to be a pretty loaded team this season. What are you just kind of what's your outlook for this upcoming year, and just kind of what do you expect to happen?
I definitely want to. I mean, we got a tournament in Oakland. I want to try to go do the best. We win all our games there. I want to make a statement in the LSI with our team, and I want to win a state championship too. So those are the goals for this year, for sure.
Isaac, thanks for coming on the show, man. We really appreciate the time and the insight into your commitment to the Ducks. Congratulations again, and we look forward to watching you your next couple of years and covering you down here in Eugene as well.
For sure. No, thank you so much for having me on. Yeah, I was glad I could come and talk. Thanks for your time.